So as announced in the last video, I'm now going to show the manual installation for my RETI-Debugger NeoVim plugin. I still recommend to test it with a Docker container, because there, you have a sandbox. You have a clean environment where you can't have any disturbances or something. You don't have anything that could cause problems, and that's why I would really recommend installing it with a Docker container. And it's also a lot less effort for you, because you don't have to install packages or something, because the image is built in a way that it does that automatically when building the image, and then the image already has everything installed, and you just have to type NeoVim and everything is running. And that's why I would really recommend testing it with a Docker container I provided. And in this video I show the manual installation. I basically show it to prove that my NeoVim plugin is also working with this specific Ubuntu version. That's why I show the manual installation also. And yes, a manual installation. I basically want to prove that my plugin is running with the specific Ubuntu version, and yes, and that's all I wanted to say for a moment. And yes, and now I'm basically just going to execute the commands that are here. And I won't explain too much, because I already explained everything in a lot of detail in the last video. And in this video I'm just going to show that my proof that my plugin is running with the specific Ubuntu version. And I'm just going to basically execute the commands here, and won't explain that much because I don't like to download this huge virtual environment, virtual machine here, virtual machine image here. I'm just going to use a container for that. I prefer Podman over Docker. That's why I'm going to run Podman, run everything with Podman. And I run this specific Ubuntu version. So I run basically what can get this specific Ubuntu version by running podman pull Ubuntu 22.04.04. But but actually that's unnecessary, because this specific Ubuntu version but that's actually unnecessary, because if you use the run command of Podman, it first checks if this image already exists, and if it doesn't exist, it downloads it automatically. So it actually executes this pull command automatically if it doesn't exist, and if it exists, it just runs it. It's kind of really convenient. So and it's I already downloaded it. That's why it starts directly, immediately. It's also a lot faster than a virtual machine. But actually I want to keep this image. That's why. So this first option is interactive, and this second option is to remove the image after running. But I want to keep this container. That's why I run this command. And now I'm in. Here I now have to change some of because this manual installation is for Arch-based distros that use Pacman as their package manager, but Ubuntu and in general Debian-based distributions use the apt package manager, and that's why I have to and also the package names change a little bit. That's why I have to adapt a little bit. So I run sudo. I actually don't run because I don't want to create a user like in the Docker installation does. I don't want to create a user, and I just want to install it as root, everything as root. That's also something that can be done. So first I upgrade the package repository list. Update. I skip over that, and it's running. It's finished, and then I'm going to run apt install. And now some package names have changed, and some packages I'm also not going to install. Yeah, I would now actually skip NeoVim. Yeah, a Python 3. Python changed to Python 3 for Ubuntu. Python pip stays the same, and then we have also make. And I just had the wrong key. Somehow I've switched the keyboard layout, that's why I had the wrong letters. And now and for some reason I'm actually this NeoVim version is too old and it doesn't run with lazy.advim, but I still install it to show you what I mean, why it doesn't work. And and now it's installing, and I also skip over that. So the packages have finished installing, and now I can continue with installation. So now I clone this repo. I have actually by now fixed the mistake from the last wrong key. So in the last recording there you could see that there was this error with the WitchKey plugin where I forgot to add the I could actually start the WitchKey plugin. And in the there was this mistake that I forgot the opt option for the WitchKey plugin, and because of that the plugin didn't the setup function wasn't called and the plugin wasn't set up, and that's why it wasn't working. And I by now also changed the keys to all work with leader R and not leader P. That's fixed by now, and yes, so I clone the missing semester project branch and have a def of 1. So I don't want to have the commit history. I just want to install the get the PicoC compiler. Here I actually have to adapt something. VFM is not installed, so I have to install it. That's my favorite explorer for the terminal. No, does it install quickly? Yeah, quick enough. That's actually not worth stopping. So you see everything is installed in root, and because of that I have to change up because I haven't installed sudo. Here I haven't installed right, show this one. Because I didn't install sudo there, and I actually don't, because I don't need it. I actually have to change something in the make file. In the make file I have to change this, remove the sudo. Now everything is fine. I change up the sudo. And now if I go change directory, PQC compiler. Yeah, -3 -v. Oh, and I forgot something else. Venv is actually not installed. I should, for Ubuntu, one also has to install this Venv, this virtual environment package. But I can just try to run it and then you'll anyway see it. See what I mean. Venv virtual. I can just copy it, but yeah, no, I actually anyways typed it. Yeah, that's for first. I could have just oh no, it is working. -3. Yeah, and I have to install it. I just go here. Install it. And now I can create virtual environments. It's kind of a bit slow. Yeah, no. I create a virtual environment. I activate the virtual environment. And then I can just install all packages. And this activate command is because I can quickly go out to here because I haven't added the remove option to remove the package, the container automatically. That's why the package is actually, the container is actually still running there. Status. How's it called? So I start it and then podman exec. I think shouldn't it also work? And because I started it with bash, I actually because I started it with bash, yeah, I actually used the run command. Yeah, okay, here I'm actually, yeah, by default it starts the images with bash, but here I can explicitly say it should use bash. If I go into the container again, and yes, here is where we left off. Yeah, exactly the place where we left off. Now we have, and because I started it with, I actually could start it with fish. Yeah, just stay. We just stay with bash, and because of that, I don't use this. So there are basically several. There's activate, the normal activate, that's for bash shell, and there's also the activated fish for a fish shell. And yeah, I just stay with normal activate. Is the virtual environment not created? Yeah, now activated, and now, and this activate is because of the bash shell. For fish it would be activate.fish. And yes, and now I can just normally execute, install all the packages. Huh? Why that? Oh, have I moved? Oh, I'm stupid. I have Okay. Oh, the reason was that it doesn't show hidden files. That's the reason. You of course have to be in the POC compiler. And then you can run pip install. I guess before that I wasn't in the POC compiler directory. That's why I can't install the package, but I also don't know exactly. But now it's working. So everything is installed. All packages installed, and now no, I guess I already changed the make file. Yes. Now I can make install. And where is it installed now? Yeah, it basically works the same. But now the directory is here, and it installs it into user local bin POC compiler. Now there's this absolute path to this virtual environment, Python executable that runs Python within this virtual environment with its packages, and this virtual environment is just going to be here. And this linked to this main.py that runs with this special shebang that points to this special Python virtual environment executable. This link is now under user local bin POC compiler, and we can now also already run the POC compiler. Interpret, load immediate arc1, call print arc, and now it executes and outputs 1. Yeah, so that's all running. And the RETI interpreter that is a part of POC compiler is the running, as we could see now. And now there's something special about the root user. The root user, of course, isn't a normal user, and it isn't it doesn't get a own home directory here under home, but it has its own home directory under root. And it's root, and then this cache and local are already created, and now we also have to create make directory -p root.config nvim. We have to create this directory, and we can also previous command. Please, come on, vim. I sometimes forget that it's not my usual fish shell setup, so I could just use this, but it's too late. Forward, and now I run touch. I want to execute it exactly like in this documentation here, but with the root user. I created this file, and now if I look it up, config nvim init.lua, and now I also want to back it up exactly like in the tutorial, but for the root user, and that's why I run. init.lua back. And now we can back up the old init.lua. Of course, here the root user hasn't created one yet, but if it had one, we have had backed it up. So this manual installation is kind of if you have your own NeoVim already set up, that that you can just execute this tutorial and don't change anything up that would be important or something. So now we change this to root, and I think everything else should be the same. Yeah, I find out. I will find it out. So now there is this init.lua, this new init.lua, and now if I run nvim, there's a problem. Yeah, you see it here in the at the bottom. It requires a newer NeoVim version. Else ac.nvim, that's the plugin manager that I'm using here. That's also going to install my that's kind of an auto install script. I just copied the auto install script from this guy. From the package the repository of this lazy nvim package manager itself. Just this one here. I explained it in detail in the last video what these commands mean, and now we don't already. NeoVim version isn't new enough, so that's why we remove it. Apt purge NeoVim. I guess purge, not remove, was the one. Yeah, it's some time ago that I used Ubuntu or Debian based distros. So if I run nvim, it's not there anymore. And the solution for this problem is to go to the NeoVim wiki, and there we find that we can use the unstable branch. Unstable, please. And there we also find out that first of all Ubuntu, and there we also find out that we have to install this package here first. Yeah, that's actually a little bit old. apt-get is not there anymore. There's only apt install. apt-get is also there, but it's outdated. We just use apt for everything. And also please install, please. Why does it have to be in my way? So it's installing. That's we have to install that because else we can't add the where is it? We can't add the unstable branch because this command here is part of this package, as far as I understand, of this package, this command here. So we don't, so now we copy that, but we use the unstable branch. Unstable. Yes, please. And now we are here. We make update. And then we just install NeoVim. Apt install NeoVim, and it should be the new version. Yeah, and we see it works because else the RETI-Debugger, the lazy.envim wouldn't start. Yeah, so we have a version, newer version than version 8. So it installs RETI-Debugger and also NUI because it's the dependency of RETI-Debugger. As it can be seen here, it's a dependency. Yeah, so everything is set up. So now our RETI-Debugger is installed under local, share, envim, lazy, and here's our RETI-Debugger and NUI. And yeah, and as I promised this, oh no, forget it, this point. I could maybe also try to install the WitchKey plugin. I mean, I just have to copy, but it might not work because it needs a newer version. But it's worth a try, right? Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, no. This WitchKey plugin kinda gets annoying. Yeah, let's quickly try to see if I can install these two plugins, but maybe they need a newer version. And I found a mistake, there was a comma missing. If it's so flat, I can't really see it. And now it's interesting if it works. Yes, it seems to work. But why is it using the P prefix? Oh, I haven't changed it in this. Yeah, that's something I still have to change. And yeah, re-upload this. But one can see my NeoVim plugin is working under Ubuntu 22.04. Because as you see here, start RETI-Debugger. I can choose an example here. What do I choose? Flip recursive maybe. Then I can compile it. And this plugin gets really annoying, that's why I kill it. Not plugin, this and now, yeah, I can compile it, and now I can start a RETI-Debugger. And by the way, if you don't have a WitchKey plugin installed, I can quickly deactivate it. Just life is equal to false. Then you have to press these keys really quickly. Now there's no which key anymore. And now I still have, it's still the same key bindings, but now you can't pause in between for so long, in between the keys, and you have to type it really quickly. Now a which key plugin would actually be, the screen key would actually be useful again. I guess, yeah. And now I have to be quick. Space RL. Yeah, I just to choose this typical example here. Yeah, there are by the way many ways to navigate this menu with JK, with arrow keys, with M, and also with tab. With M and Shift M also. So yeah, I've tried to make it as convenient as possible for used for the students, because this plugin is also meant to be used by students in the operating systems lecture. Now I can quickly compile it. No, I wasn't quick enough. No, I wasn't quick enough. Oh, now I can run it here, input 100 and call print 100, and I can restart, run through here again, 100. Yeah, maybe no, 42. I can switch between windows, I can switch backwards. I can actually load another example. Okay, now space RL. Maybe Fibonacci recursive would be nice, right? And now I can also switch between modes. Auto-scrolling mode would be nice in between, no? Then switch back to the other mode. Missed. Auto-scrolling mode, then the memory focus mode. Actually some things that don't work out properly on the Ubuntu. I have to look into it. But yeah, the auto-scrolling mode is working. And yes, what else is there? Different modes. RQ. Auto-scrolling. Yeah, I guess everything else is working. Have I forgotten some key binding? Report. Yeah, and of course, if the key bindings are not working, if you can't pull off this key bindings that fast, you can also use the commands. These key bindings here that I just showed you, they are also available as normal commands. Load, RETI example. I can also provide a number here. If I don't provide the number, I just get this menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if I don't want to have this menu, I can just, but actually I can't count. You can just use this command. It's just the same as the key bindings. Just this command doesn't exist as key binding, but only this one. And so there's this. I really can't count. Yes. Oh, by the menu. Compile buffer. Space and P. And maybe another interesting command is, just compile it now. With compile, there's also auto-completion. And start RETI-Buffer. That's also possible to hide. That's something that's also only available as key binding, space, then P, then H, space, PH. Oh, I have to change this to R later. Maybe this key binding is kind of not working at the moment, but it's just to hide the keyboard layer, this row layout here. Oh yeah, it is working. Probably because I used Salage and it blocked one of the commands. That was the reason. I used Salage, this terminal multiplexer, and it blocked the command I just inserted. So everything is working. I can hide and unhide it. Only thing I have is I have to change this P to an R, and then everything is fine. You see, you can also install it under Ubuntu 22.04 perfectly, and everything is running. And yes, and that's what I wanted to prove with this video. So thank you for your attention, and and maybe I make another video where I show how to use this plugin a little bit more. But that's it for now, I guess. Ottoman container remove. Oh yes. Sam Goldberg. Screen key. Okay. Or have I forgotten anything? Yeah, the plugin is running, that's why I guess that's what I wanted to show. And it worked.